Hi, everybody. I have the unexpected and unenviable duty to report to you of the passing away of someone who was very special to me and to so many people whose lives he touched. Aaron Culver, my dreamboat. the the oh my gosh. If he only knew how much of a torch I really carry for him. Uh Aaron became late. And I don't want to use the term passed away, really. I really don't, because he is certainly present. Though I have thought about what I wanted to say about him, and I've come with this. Aaron lived in a world without mirrors. And what I mean by that is this. In every religion, in every spirituality, in every faith, which Aaron lacked, he admitted to me, the divine incarnate, and you see this in examples from ancient Greece to Christianity to Judaism to ancient Rome to Babylon and elsewhere and elsewhen. Divinity, when it is incarnate on earth, is evident by its kindness, by its intrepidity, its indomitable nature, and its unshakable attitude. It is fervent and firm in love and peace, in heroism. You see this in Hercules, the son of Zeus. You see this in Jesus Christ, the Son of God. You see this in Moses. You see this in example after example, from Mithras to Horus. And in most of these examples, the divine is often it often undergoes something that I don't have a word for. I haven't seen it in any texts or scholarly essay. But I call the degradation. The divine is always perfect in some way, encapsulated in imperfect circumstances, in imperfect bodies. Not to say Aaron was perfect, but there was a little slice of perfection inside of him that we all saw. We all loved. Often is said of them, they're too good for this world. And that is true. In each of these ancient stories, which happened, and are fact, the divine nature is oftentimes targeted by others. Because others cannot see or comprehend, one of the two, the perfection in front of them. Because they cannot achieve perfection themselves, they are often targets of jealousy, or made to either by the universe or by man and its machinations, made to undergo a degradation of sorts, put into circumstances such that are just unbecoming of someone from above. In Hercules, in his fifth labor against the Augean stables, which was a task of cleaning up, King Eurystheus, made him undergo this demeaning job because he thought, you're a son of Zeus, I'm just going to bring you down. Do something that no son of a king, let alone son of the king of the gods, should ever have to do. But Hercules, in his might and in his wisdom, thought that humility was better, and so he did. And successfully so. In Christianity, Jesus Christ willingly mounted the cross and was made to undergo terrible torments during the Passion. Moses allowed himself to be subjected by Pharaoh. Osiris was slain and risen. Horus made to undergo unenviable trials and tribulations. Apollo, the son of Zeus, a god, unlike Hercules, a demigod, was made man and was made subject to a king whom he pleased with his singing because he's a god after all, and a god of music. The king said, "Oh, I like your voice. Here, watch over my sheep. You're the shepherd now." What a degrading job, thinking that this son of a god, you know what, let's give him the worst job possible. In Aaron Culver, I saw and recognized inside of him a little slice of divinity. There was something otherworldly about Aaron. Something I can't quite really put my finger on, but I saw and was very clear to me. And as we were walking up Capitol Hill one day on Olive and Denny, he confessed to me that he was, as he put it, an atheist. And I looked at him sort of befuddled and just astounded. Excuse me. I said, "How could you be an atheist?" And I still don't understand how. Except to explain it this way, that Aaron lived in a world without mirrors. I imagine that in a society without mirrors, if there were no mirrors or reflective surfaces to see ourselves, that you don't recognize what you look like to others. You cannot see if you're a person with, I don't know, purple skin or purple spots or something like that on yourself, that you don't know this. You have no idea until you look into a mirror. Aaron Culver lived in a world without mirrors, because if only he saw himself, how all of us have seen him, I doubt he'd be an atheist. How can you not look at Aaron and see the beauty, the immortal part of him, even as he denied his own immortality? And so I take comfort in that, as I hope you do too. That as we all recognize that slice of perfection undeniable inside of Aaron, not only can we take heart that there is a divine, however you interpret it, but we may be assured that Aaron is certainly a product thereof, even as he didn't recognize it in himself. And in that, I take greater comfort in knowing that Aaron, which is why I don't want to use the term passed away, does still live. There's a fire in Aaron that does not die out, does not extinguish with the decease of the physical body. Something that I'm sure is a beautiful experience that I know he's experiencing now. Aaron, who could move whole groups of people to tears or to passionate lusts, to feelings of romance, to limitless wonder, and whom intimacy with was like a recreation of the Big Bang all over again, no pun intended, but puns certainly intended, as one with him could annihilate and recreate the universe all in one night. And in each instance of that, he certainly recognized it. What remarkability he holds in my heart and memory. I loved Aaron Culver very much. Viewed him as family. I don't know if he knew how big his family was. I'm sorry, excuse me, I misspoke. How big his family is. And so, I know Aaron had some disagreements about Christianity, so I didn't want to say anything biblical. And so instead, I turned instead to ancient Greece, which he had more of a fondness for, to read this as a sort of benediction. And unexpectedly so, hats off to Bing, the search engine, which actually offered condolences when I did the search for this. And says, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Wow, go Bing. But I wanted to reach into ancient Greece, because he was very Herculean to me. And it's a prayer from ancient Greece that they would often recite. It says, at events such as these, and it says, Zeus, mighty Zeus, Savior and Protector, King of the gods, ruler of the sky and of thunder, protector of the just and punisher of the wicked, Zeus who wields the lightning bolt and hurls it down from the heavens above, who commands the wind and the storms, and brings both life and death. Zeus can give and Zeus can take away, and Zeus can give again. And Zeus who sits on his throne high atop Mount Olympus, watching over all creation, and guiding us through life's journey. May his power and his wisdom bring comfort to those who mourn. And may his divine light shine and guide the path forward for those who are from us departed, that we may meet again. And I would also add that in my own studies, I've had I've been able to, I read Greek and Latin fluently. And I've been able to decipher a prayer all on my own. The first one I've ever deciphered on my own from a text without English, using sort of intuition and perhaps even a sort of divine path myself to come up with this, and it's more than appropriate. And it mirrors in many ways the Christian, the Lord's Prayer in many ways. Strange. But it says this: I'll skip over the front part of it, but it's a prayer to Zeus. And it says, Zeus, Pater, Father Aether, Jupiter Rex, to be propitious unto us, as we are, and as Aaron certainly was, propitious unto everyone, even those who are not propitious unto us. Do not lead us unto Saturn, but instead guide us safely along our path to you, and walk with us along that journey. I cannot say goodbye to Aaron Culver yet, so I won't. But Aaron, you have left a mark upon my heart and upon my soul. which will never go away. It is not in any way a stain, but it instead is a mark of honor and privilege that my path has intersected with yours. You have forever changed me for the better, and your lasting mark on this world will outlive the decease of your physical form. But you, your light, your dreams, your hopes, your lessons certainly taught, to me at least, will never be by me or anyone else whose life you have touched and changed be altered. Aaron Culver. The work still goes on. His cause endures in all of us who must carry up that mantle. The hope, the love, the passion, the soul-inflaming greatness that is Aaron Culver still lives. Because the truth is that Aaron, his essence, his being, everything that he was, shall never die. And God and the gods